Good morning. I just watched a video about the new laws that's jumping off at the border, and I see a lot of people crying and bitching and moaning and complaining. All right, you guys stick with Trump. All right, he's got something up his sleeve here. Now, let me tell you what he got up his sleeve. And one day you gonna listen to the crazy lady. I don't know when that's gonna be, but it's gonna be one day. It won't be today, but it might be one day. It will not be this day. Okay, here's the new laws, right? Set forth they're going to upgrade the facilities at the border. They're going to build new facilities. Okay, and I know that a lot of people have a problem with that because they're like, what about our homeless and stuff like that? Why don't you vote in California? Vote Republican in California, then you won't have all that homelessness. I'm just putting that out there. Why don't you stop? Okay? The illegal immigration has nothing to do with the homelessness in California. The liberalism, the socialism that you voted in, California voters, you did that. And you got what you wanted. And now my family is at risk because of your dumb. So anyway, let me put it to you like this. The new laws on the border, they do two things. One, they stop the people that are crossing the border and they house them. Okay? So this is important. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why is because these people, okay, they coming across the border, and when it's overflowing, they just go, okay, let them in. Let them in. We don't have the space. Let them in. You know, and Mexico's doing their best, and so is Guatemala, and so is the other one. Anyway, down there. They doing their best to try and stem the flow by saying, look, you came to this country first, so now you have to apply for asylum here. You ain't getting to America. And that stemmed the flow a little bit. Because quite frankly, their ideal is coming to America. And so if they're an asylum thing and they didn't stop in Guatemala or Mexico or the other country, then what's going to happen is they're going to be instantly denied asylum here. Like unless they live in Mexico. So that stems some of the flow. But there was still a lot of the flow because of the kids rule. You know, you bring a kid, you're going to be let into the interior. Well, not no more. Now they're doing mandatory DNA tests. So when you pop up with the kid, you getting DNA tests. So is that kid. I don't care if it's a baby sucking on your titty. You fitting to get popped up as a DNA test. Then you're going to be put in a nice little functional facility to wait for your court date. Now, I know you're just like, well, these facilities, they're so, flashy. Why don't we give that to our homeless or to our vets or something? Well, these flashy facilities are doing two things. One, housing those illegals and good guys and bad guys, which I feel bad for the good guys that are trying to come over, I feel bad for them. But the bad guys, I don't feel bad for. They murderers, they rapists, they kidnap the kids to use them as pawns. They rape those kids on the way up here. I mean, let's just talk facts here, folks. So I don't feel bad for them. They could be stuck in there forever. And they could have their family separated from them forever for all I care. Because they assholes. But that's neither here nor there. Now what Trump's doing is sending a clear message. You are no longer going to be released into the interior. We are making new facilities to house you and your kids until your court date. Boom. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to tell all them folks, especially with the mandatory DNA test, that's going to tell all them folks, look, you come here, you ain't getting in no way. So really your little trafficking business, your little stealing the children, your little, okay, I paid $350 for this child, and most of them gonna get raped and hurt along the way. They gonna give these children DNA tests, and then everybody that's with these children, they ain't getting in because of the DNA test. And even if the DNA test says, yes, this is my great cousin. Hey, the DNA test says it's your great cousin. Guess what? You get to go to our family facility. What? I thought I was going to be No, family facility. We just made it. So, in fact, Trump is circumventing Congress with this, guys. And it's going to have an effect on the homeless population. Because now there's going to be more places to rent. And the people that rent them are going to be more desperate for renters. So the rent is going to drop ineffectively. Not like ineffectively, but in. The effect of in. Whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean. But anyway, so the rent's going to drop. So this homeless vet is going to look around, see all these jobs opening. He's going to go to a nice little homeless shelter, and he's going to get cleaned up and buttoned up. And then he's going to go out and try and get a job. And because these jobs don't have those free workers no more, they're going to look at the vet and go, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take him. We'll give him a shot, and then he's going to start making money, and because rent is lower, he's going to pay for a room, he's going to get back on his feet, he's going to have some hope, and then other people are going to see, hey, Tommy went out and did. If Tommy could do that, we could do that. Wait a minute. So then they do all that, and it's going to trickle down to it. At least that's the effect that Trump wants. Obama. I got Obama on my mind because I'm so pissed right now. I heard somebody hollering about Obama set forth these rules and they were fair. How are they fair? You're murdering our people, you fucktard. That's not fair. And the bad thing about it is that the liberals and the Democrats and the congressional Democrats, not the liberal people, okay? I'm not talking about people here. Not y'all. Y'all don't count. Okay? When I say liberals, I'm talking about the ones in charge. I'm not talking about the ones that button up their clothes and go to work every day. I'm not talking about you. You don't count when I say liberals. Because you different kind of liberal. Get over there in your own section. Anyway, so like liberals, they trying to make sanctuary cities like California and sanctuary states. Progressives, Democrats, congressional Democrats, socialists, all them people. They trying to make it happy-go-lucky for these illegals. And Trump is like, no, you're not. And then on top of that, he sent more JAGs down there to help with the court cases. And he said, prosecute people. Prosecutors try and make you go to jail. Try and make you fail your case. Try and make you lose. That's what a prosecutor does. And you got the kick-ass JAGs on your team as prosecutors. Oh, you done. You already know what the judge is going to say. He going to look at that JAG and say, okay, present your case. And the JAG will say something, because this is how smooth military lawyers are. This is how cool they are, how badass they are. They just going to look and say, we don't like him, okay? He not wearing the same color shoelaces. And the judge gonna look and say, yeah, you need to get out until you get some kind of fashion. Okay? But seriously, they're gonna actually do it legally. They're not gonna do all that. Well, I'm just saying, that's how badass they are. They could convince basically an Eskimo to buy freaking ice cubes, okay? They sell their case real well. So basically what he's doing is not only is he putting up a physical wall, he's putting up a verbal and lawful wall. Saying it's okay, yeah, you can do what you think is necessary, but you ain't getting into our country. And so that's going to stop immigration. Illegal immigration, this bullshit immigration, not actual real immigration, but it's going to stop bullshit immigration. Because they're going to be like, he just cut off our loopholes. And that's exactly what he did. So stop stressing. And people like Tom E.K. or whatever the hell your name is, there will be never a time when America becomes part of Mexico. Mexico might become part of America, though. So we'll have Mexico and New Mexico. Now all we need is Hampshire. So we could have Hampshire and New Hampshire. Okay, do you know how stupid you sound? The greatest nation on the earth becoming part of Mexico. You dumb. You just real dumb. But that's real with Robo. So settle down and try and think about what's going on, okay? 24 hours before you flip out is most people things. My thing is call it Johnny on the spot, and I just did. So settle down. It's going to be good for us. Trust me. Listen to the crazy lady. And that's real with Robo.